All right, class, good morning. This is Mr. Puebla in full effect. Yes, I am coming to you virtually. We will be doing a lesson today, so basically, here's how it kind of will work is you'll be pretty much following along with anything and everything I say on the video. There will be points in the video where the guest teacher will be pausing the video so you guys can catch up. For the most part, it's all self-explanatory, right? Because I'm hoping this lesson goes great so that this expression on me is more like this, right? All right, guys, so we're gonna get going. First thing we're gonna do is have the guest teacher pass out, or if she hasn't already, your warm-up logs. Okay, so we have two warm-up log problems up here, and I want you to do the first one on Monday's box and the second one on Tuesday's box, okay? And the second one is a quadratic formula, so hopefully you remember it. If you don't, try your best to see what you can remember and write it down, and then afterwards I'll show you the answers for this. So at this point, I'm going to ask the guest teacher to pause the video right here, and I'll give you guys enough time to solve both problems to the best of your ability, probably in about 4 minutes or so, and then hit play again to see the answers. Okay, I'm assuming you guys are all done. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. You guys know when you combine like terms, that you guys have to, for the most part, and I'll be using this hand a lot, right, to point. You guys know that you have to, for the most part, put shapes around stuff, right? So it's nothing new. I'm going to go ahead and put a shape around the 4x, shape around the negative 6x. I need to put the sign, the box inside the, I'm sorry, the sign inside the box. And that's about it there. Then let's do a shape around the 3y. And maybe, I don't know, I'll just do a red. I'm doing a different shape with red. Around the 8 and the negative 5. Okay? So now let's go ahead and combine these. 4x minus 6x. You guys should know this one. Negative 2x. You just put a 2x, you did it wrong. Make sure you put negative. Then we have 3y. Okay, there's nothing to combine 3y with, so I'm just going to rewrite it. Remember, I'm putting the x first and the y second. And then the last thing I need to combine is the 8 and the 5. That's 8 plus 8 minus 5 is a 3. And that's it. We're done there. Okay, on to the quadratic formula. Do you guys remember it? I'm not going to sing it, but I'm sure you're going to sing it in your head as I'm doing this if you got it right. Or I'm sure you probably did if you got it right. X equals, okay, I'm going to hum it. Not hum it. X equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2 and a. All right, hopefully you got it. If you did, amazing. Then you remember the formula you guys will be using a lot very soon. And that's it for our warm-up portion. So what I'm going to ask you to do at this point is you will need a new sheet of paper for a new section of notes. So go ahead and do that for me, and I will let the sub know when to pause it. And I'm going to ask the guest teacher to go ahead and pause it right here so until you guys have a sheet of paper and your heading ready to go with this title, 2.3. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys got the heading. And before we actually go into anything further here with this lesson, because this is a multi-step equations, let me just really quickly review with you about what we did last time we were here, actually when I was with you guys. And yes, this is a super quick, totally awesome review. So I'm going to go super quickly here because you guys, for the most part, all know how to do these problems, right? So if you remember correctly, first thing I always ask you to do is draw a line down the equal sign. And it's going to be even more important now that we're going to do longer problems. So I want you to make sure you're doing the line down the equal sign. Okay. Remember with these, let me pull out my hand here. I find it really helpful. Remember with these guys is that I always want to start with the single number, not with the one that has the x, with the single number. And I'm going to do the inverse of plus 4, which is what? I know you said it. Minus 4, minus 4. And notice how I'm writing it on both sides because that's what I like to see on your work because it makes it easier for me to see where you're making mistakes, if you're making any. Okay. Okay, so, Anyone spot a mistake? Anyone? Right here. What did I do wrong? 15 minus 4 is not 9. I caught myself. Although I would have caught myself eventually if I checked the answer at the very end, I would have noticed that it wasn't right. Okay. So we got x divided by 6 equals 11. And then what do you do with this 6 over here? Because this is dividing by 6. The opposite would be multiplying. And I know you said multiplying. So I'm going to do times 6 times 6, x equals, because these 6's cancel, 11 times 6, 66. And do you remember how to check this? I hope you do. You take this 66 right here, and you plug it in right there, right? So 66 divided by 6 is 11. In my head, I'm doing this part. 11 plus 4, 15. Does it work? Yes. All right. Okay, next one here. You guys remember these beautiful fraction problems, right? And I told you these are fairly easy problems after you take away of all these fractions that you guys hear. You have a 4 underneath, an 8 here, and a 2 here. Remember I told you to find the least common multiple? And the least common multiple here, the smallest number possible for this one, and this one to go into? Well, it's not 32. Some of you may be thinking 32. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a big parentheses over everything, okay? Because I know I'm going to affect everything right now. So I'm just going to put a big parentheses. And so I'm not using 32 because 32 is still not the smallest number I can think of. I'm thinking of an 8. So I'm going to use an 8 here. And then remember what I did with this 8? I took this 8 and I shared it with this 3. I shared it with this 3. And I shared it with this 3. It just so happens that they're all 3s, but I'm going to share it with every single 3. Okay? I'm going to show you with the arrow like that. 8 times 3, 24. And I'm going to write it out here so you guys can see it. 8 times 3, that's another 24 over 8x. And 8 times 3, negative 24 over 2. All right, that's pretty much it. I'm going to simplify these fractions because now I can. It's a lot easier to work with. 6 equals 3x minus 12. Okay? Now I'm going to do is get rid of the, actually hold on, before I do anything, right? I'm already forgetting to do this part. Draw the line down the equal sign. Okay, get rid of the single number over here, the plus 12. We're at 18 equals 3x. Divide by 3, x equals, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm going to write it over here. X equals 6. Okay, if I was to take that 6, plug it back in, it would work perfectly and give me the right answer. So that's your quick review. It was a super, totally awesome review, right? All right, let's move on. Okay, so you guys have this heading already. How do you solve multi-step equations? And first thing I want you to do is write on the question side, list the steps used to solve multi-step equations. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and reveal all of them. And while you're writing, I'm going to be doing a little bit of talking. And if you're still writing while I'm done, after I'm done, the guest teacher can pause it. So it says, list the steps used to solve multi-step equations. Bust out my hand. Okay, so basically, I want you to be thinking about 3 questions when we do these problems. Okay, the first question is, do I need to distribute anything? Can I combine anything? And can I get rid of fractions? Okay, those 3 main questions should always be running through your head as we do these longer problems. Okay, so go ahead and write down this list because I'm always going to be referring back to it. And at this point, the guest teacher can pause the video if she needs to give you guys a little more time. Totally up to you. All right, moving on. Now we're going to do a little bit of practicing with distributive first, okay? Before I actually jump into the big problems that we're going to look at, I want to make sure that you guys understand how to do these type of problems. And these are the same problems that are behind your worksheet, the one that was collected yesterday. And you'll get back today so you can do some more practice with it. So let's take a look at this first problem here. And actually, I'm giving you some time right now to copy this down. If you want to just put a heading like practicing distributing, that's fine. But we're going to simplify also, right? So here's your first problem. Go ahead and copy these 2 problems down, space them apart. If you guys need some time to copy them down, the guest teacher can pause right now, and then I'll continue. Okay, so look what you have here that you have to share. Now, normally, here's the first mistake students make is they look at this and they say, I just got to share the 3 only. But there's something else in front of that 3 that has to be shared also. It's a negative 3, okay? So you want to share this negative 3 with this 2x and share the negative 3 with this 5, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6x. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Gotta be careful with the negative signs. And then I'm gonna rewrite the 4 here. Now it looks like I have like terms here, right? I have a like term of a 4 and a like term of a negative 15. Or 4 minus 15. Now I'm going to do it on the side over here because in my head this helps me out. 4 minus 15. Don't change opposite, opposite. Okay, for me I know that's going to give me a negative 11. So I'm going to write that right here. And then I'm going to rewrite the negative 6x. And there's your answer. Okay. That one's done. Let's look at this one. I have a negative 2 I have to share. Okay, I'm going to share this negative 2 with this 8 and with this 7. Okay, so let's start this one out. Negative 2 times 8, negative 16x. Negative 2 times negative 7, positive 14. Be careful there. And bring down the 6. And then what we're going to do is combine like terms, right? So looks like I have to combine this positive 6 and this positive 14. And I end up with, remember, put the x's first. All the variables go first, and then the single numbers or the constants go at the end. Okay, that one's done. I'm going to give you guys 2 problems to do on your own right now. And these 2 problems, let me bring it down. So at this point, I'm going to have the guest teacher pause the video so you guys have enough time to copy these 2 problems down and try to solve them both. And then when she sees that most of you guys are done, she'll hit play again and I'll show you the solutions. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys are done. So I'm going to set this guy to the side over here, bring this up here, and let me see what else I needed to move around. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is do a quick solve here because you guys have answers already. So there's no need for me to take too much time going slow. So let's see, negative 4, but I'm going to think out loud for you. Okay, negative 4 times x, negative 4x. Negative 4 times negative 8, positive 32. I'm going to bring down my 2x. I got to combine 2x minus 4x. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. If you don't know, if you didn't see that, write it out. Don't change opposite, opposite. That's negative 2x plus 32. That one's done. Go to the next one. Negative 6 times 4, that's negative 24x. Negative 6, let me see right. Negative 6 times negative 5, I know you said positive 30. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to rewrite the negative 24x again and combine my 10 and 30. That's going to be 40. Okay, that's it. That was done. So we're done reviewing distributive property. Did you guys get them right? I hope you guys did. Because if you did, I get to use my cool sounds right here. But I don't have a good job. What I do have is something more silly. Let's see if it plays. Oh, snap. Hold on, hold on. I got this. I got this.
Good.
Oh, there he goes. There it goes. Oh my gosh.
Good boy.
Okay, not good boy. Good job, right? So maybe I should just chuck the boy part. I couldn't find jobs, so I have good though. I'll be using good from now on. All right, example 2. Let's get into the actual problems for this lesson now, okay? Because you're done practicing distributive property, and that's the same stuff that you're going to get on your homework from the back of that worksheet. Now let's move on to the bigger problems here. Okay, 6x plus 3 minus 8x equals 3. I am going to draw my line down the equal sign. I told you guys I like to put those there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is ask myself those questions. Remember that list I had you guys write at the very top? I can't have it down here, but I'm just gonna remind you. Do I need to distribute? Can I combine? Is there a fraction I gotta get rid of? Those three questions I want you to be thinking about. Can I combine? Yes. So use shapes here. I'm gonna use a color. And I'm coloring in the negative 8x, not just an 8x, negative 8x. Okay, let's combine like terms. That's negative 2x plus 3 equals 3. All right? Next step, get rid of the single number, the lonely brother, I call it. Negative 3, negative 3. Or minus 3, minus 3. Okay, we end up with negative 2x, because these cancel, equals 0. Divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2, because the inverse of multiplying is dividing. And I get x equals 0. Now, how do you check this? On your homework, I'm going to make you do some of these checks here. Okay, so you're going to take your, move this around. Take your 0 answer, and you would plug it in right here where the x is, and right here where the x is. So in other words, here's how your check would look. I'd probably have you guys do a little bubble with the check so I know you checked it. And then do 6x, well, I'm going to put the 0, plus 3 minus 8 times 0 equals 3. And then solve it. Let's see, that would be 0 plus 3 minus 0 equals 3. 3 equals 3. If you get the same number on both sides, you know you did it right. And this one's right. Okay? Amazing?
Good.
Job. Good job. Let's move on. Oh, let me bring this guy down. Pretty fun. Bring both guys down. Okay, I think I'm numbering them wrong, so I think this is example 4. If I am, don't worry, don't panic, just rewrite it, do your own example number properly, okay? I'm more worried about the examples here. All right, so write this down for me. Example 2 or 3, 10y minus, parentheses, 4y plus 8, parentheses, equals negative 20. Okay, so first things first here. As you guys are finishing copying down, because I think I'm talking too fast, but I'm doing it on purpose. I have a negative sign outside. Now, look at this. This is going to be super important. And as I asked myself those questions, the first one was, do I need to distribute? Do you need to distribute here? Yes, you do. But what do you distribute because there's nothing right here? Well, you can put a 1 right there, okay? So make sure you put that 1 right there. And it's really a negative 1 I want you to share. So whenever you just see a negative sign outside like that, it's a negative 1 basically, okay? Negative 1 times 4, negative 1 times 8. Okay, take care of that. So let's do that first. So I get negative 1 times 4 is negative 4y. Negative 1 times 8 is negative 8 equals negative 20. Okay, and I'm going to write the 10y. Now it looks like I got to do is combine like terms. 10y minus 4y. Super easy. They're right next to each other. So let's do that. 6y minus 8. Oh, there's my line. I forgot it. I keep forgetting it, but you know what? I want you to use it, so I'm going to start. I got to use it often. Okay, now get rid of the lonely brother, the single number, negative 8 or minus 8. So do the opposite. Plus 8 plus 8. I get 6y equals, what's that? Negative 12. Okay, I'm running out of room here, so I'm going to do divide by 6, divide by 6. And that's going to be, I'm going to write the answer over here, okay? Y equals negative 2. Okay, so I would take my answer, negative 2, and plug it back in there wherever I see the y, anywhere I see the y, and solve it to see if it works. To do the check, okay, which I'm going to ask you to do on your homework. Okay, I think I have the last problem here, guys. We're almost done. Yep, last problem. Oh, yeah, I got 2 hands. Check that out. I'll put that guy right there. Okay, go ahead and copy this problem down. This is the last example in your notes. 4x minus 2 divided by 6 equals 3. Now I'm thinking, I'm going to think back to the 3 questions I asked myself. 1, can I distribute anything? I don't see anything to distribute here. Can I combine anything? Well, not right now because they're actually all over the place. Like there's nothing I can actually combine at this moment. And number 3 is, can I get rid of a fraction? Yes, you can. You guys notice the 6? Let's get rid of it. Want to know a super quick, easy trick to get rid of the 6? Whatever number's down here, multiply everything by this number. So I'm going to show you kind of how I want it shown. Basically, put a parentheses around here and a parentheses around over here. And now, because it's 6 down there, to get rid of the 6, multiply by 6. Times 6 and times 6. And my line down the equal sign, right? Okay, whatever I do on one side, I got to do the other side. So, guess what happens to these 6's right here? It's kind of like cross-canceling, because really, this 6 right here is like a fraction. It's like a 1 underneath it. So I get to cancel these 6's out like that. Done. No more fraction. What's over here? 18. And now this looks super easy to solve. You guys, all you have to do right now is solve it like a 2-step equation. Get rid of the single number, the lonely brother I call it. 4x equals 20, because these zeros cancel. These 2's cancel, I'm sorry. Now I got to divide by 4. Divide by 4. X equals 5. Okay, remember, for homework, I'm going to ask you to check it. So I'll do a quick check for this one. Just do it right here. 4 times 5 minus 2 over 6 equals 3. Does it match? Let's see. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 minus 2 divided by 6 equals 3. What's 20 minus 2 is 18. 18 divided by 6 is 3. That matches. Awesome. I did it right. That's how you check it. Okay, and that's what I want to see. All right. So it looks like we got a good amount done today. Now, last couple things here. One thing is, what I'll ask you to do right now is I'm going to explain a couple things. One, I'm going to explain your homework, and 2, I'm going to explain what to do if you need more help still after this, okay? So, I'm going to ask that after I'm done reading the assignment, the guest teacher can pause it and give you guys enough time to take out your agendas and write down your homework for right now, okay? Okay, so your homework will be distributive property worksheet, and this is a worksheet that you guys got yesterday but was collected, so you'll get it back. And all I want you to do is 1 through 6, the first 6 problems on top, okay? The first 3 and the second 3. So just 6 problems off the worksheet. If I see you guys need some more help with that, then I'll probably have you guys do the whole thing. If you want to do the whole thing, go for it. I will not be disappointed, okay? All right, the other thing, you guys have, I'm going to give you 2 problems out of the first lesson we did, kind of like the problems I did on the super quick review. So 2 problems there on that page on 82, and looks like I messed up on the page number for the other one, so hold on. It's not page 82, it is actually going to be, yes, I am flipping through the page as I speak, 88 for the next page. So this one right here is 88, so math book page 88, 2, 4, 10, 15. So again, this is page 88 for these problems right here, okay? Do not get confused. There was a mistake right there with the 2. Okay, the guest teacher can pause right now momentarily if you need more time to copy the assignment, and then I'm going to explain how you can access this video. All right, guys, so basically the question is what if I need more help? Oh, yeah, there's space there. Don't worry. What if you need more help? Well, one thing you can do, obviously, is you can take a look at the video again. Maybe I talked too fast, and I know I did, but maybe you needed more time to see the problem again, or maybe you want to see the problem done again, and that's perfectly okay. All right, so what you want to do is go to YouTube. Obviously, a lot of you guys can access YouTube from home or from your cell phone, right? If you type in H space Puebla, that should pull up my profile. Right there, yes, the one with all the celebrity pics or whatever. Hit H Puebla. I'm sure you guys know what to do from here. And then from here, you basically go down, scroll down, and you'll see under recent uploads, I'm going to upload this video, and the video will be called Algebra Lesson 2.3. Okay, so that'll probably be right here where it says recent uploads. Look for Algebra Lesson 2.3 if you need to see it again, or for whatever reason you need a review, whatever it is, that's where it's going to be at, okay? And I'll try to post every now and then videos on here that'll be helpful to you. So that's how you access it. Just type in H space Puebla, and then I'm sure you can spot it right away, okay? Other than that, if you guys have more time free in this period, you guys will need to start on this homework, okay? There's no need to waste time, so start on the homework. All right, guys, that's it. I will see you guys on Friday. All right.